Love to all my people out there, because this is From A to Z podcast. We're here live with somebody that you guys just got to go back to the podcast lore, but we have Oscar Lockridge.
Thank you.
Dude.
It was a while ago since we connected did that first one. Like, how many episodes do you have out now?
Man, I passed over 100. I kind of want to say like I'm at 109 or 110. Okay, about there.
Cool.
But I've had many interviews. So if you count all interviews, bro, I had over like 120, 130.
Okay. Yeah. Some of them you just haven't like published, or were just like on other platforms, or
nah, bro, because with doing stuff like this, you're gonna fuck up. And you can't tell when you fuck up until, you finish pressing record. And then you go back and you're like, the audio's not there. Oh my God.
Yeah. I've had that happen to me before, really? Too. Like, where you're doing a video and the audio's messed up, or it's like a screeching noise because it's like some bug or, something like that. But it reads that it's, like on the little sensor and stuff, it shows that it's reading. Yeah, so I've had that before as well.
Yeah, and again, I apologize to everybody because even now, that shit still happens. So I still gotta contact people back, be like, oh, come back, bro. Like,
something cut out halfway through or whatever. Yeah,
and it's embarrassing, but I roll through with it, and I hope that at the end of the day, that people that come here and do it come back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm back.
I know, dude, and it's funny, bro, because hopefully I'm not busting you out. Because remember when you first came, you were like, I watched a little couple minutes of our podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I seen you like, yeah, bro, I'm not really on anything,
Yeah, I mean, how long ago was that? I mean, probably
almost
like a year. Yeah. I feel like it's been a year. I mean, a lot has changed for me. Like, my oldest daughter, I have 2 kids now, but my oldest daughter is, of course, a lot older. And then I just had my second daughter like 2 months ago. So not even that long.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing. Those 2 girls definitely are draining and a lot, just doing a lot. And it takes a lot to raise 2 under 2. Yeah. And if you have kids, I know the struggle now. Like now that I've always been those... one of those people where it's like you don't understand like where parents are coming from sometimes, where they're like always tired or saying that they love someone so much, or it's like a different sort of love when you have a kid. And it's like once you have a kid, you do like get what they're saying and kind of have that sort of understanding, and then also like being tired, so you understand like where other parents coming from if people are like running late or whatever the case is. Like, hey, I understand, I got kids, you know?
I bet, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong, bro, I still don't have kids at age of 30, but I seen my sister with kids, bro, and she had like 2 of them motherfuckers back to back, bro, and I'm just like, and I would be like, bro, why are you so tired? You're still young. And then I would take care of them. I'm like, okay, I see. Yeah. 2 of them are boys, bro. 2 of them are boys. I shit you not,
they're both boys? I heard the boys are a little bit more calm, man. With my 2 girls, especially my oldest, she's like all over the place. Yeah. She genuinely is. But she's like super smart. Don't get me wrong. She's super intelligent, but just hyper, getting into stuff. She loves climbing. She loves jumping around.
I bet you that had you on your toes, bro.
Yeah, you always got to keep an eye out for her, man. You always got to keep an eye out for her because you just never know what's gonna happen.
Especially for the uppity hyper ones, bro.
Yeah. But my girls, they're beautiful. It's a blessing, man. I'm really like just blessed to have them, and huge shout out to, of course, my wife, Shy, and because she does a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to, raising the kids, and she's a great mother, really strong, went through a lot. But yeah, I mean, a lot has changed over the past year for sure, with the kids, and then, with my business growing and doing stateline buzz and just working all the time.
Let's get into it, bro, because I got a few questions, like what got you, because I didn't see the whole podcast we did last time, but I think you mentioned it.
I did touch base on it.
Because we're talking about, I think the name's Jake. Sorry if I'm getting it wrong.
Jake. Yeah. So Rockford Buzz, that's kind of like the original business and original inspiration for where my business come from, Stateline Buzz, and we're like business partners. But yeah, I mean, like a year ago, I was probably just starting it.
Yeah.
It's something that I've been doing for a little over a year up in like exclusively the Stateline community. So like Roscoe, Rockton, South Beloit, and Beloit. Main thing that we do is just focus on like the positivity and the businesses, organizations, and all the great things that go on in our area, in our community.
Yeah.
And we create content to like kind of highlight that. So we create videos, or we do articles, or we show like spotlights on local businesses or events or organizations that are just taking place. And it's amazing, man. Like I like it a lot. I love the job. I love being an active part of the like Beloit and Stateline community, and getting to know the local people that really make it feel like Beloit, or feel like Rockton, or feel like Roscoe, you know, because it's not like the Starbuckses or the Walmarts. Like it's the local businesses, you know, your spots that you have, and the people that you know that really make, you know, just like Rockford and the state. I know, make it feel like it's the city. So yeah, it's been great just like highlighting those businesses and trying to just promote our community and get positivity out. And that's mainly what I do, you know, is just create content here in our local area.
Yeah, and I want to bring it back though. When you first started, like, was it easy to kind of spot like businesses that wanted to do content? Because, you know, you got to go into a business, bro, and convince them like, hey, you know, I'm here to promote, help you out, you know, like some of them might be like, I'm not really into the social media part, you know.
Yeah, that does to this day like still happen. It can well, I guess when I first started, it was definitely a little bit difficult, you know, going into places and
tell me about it,
you know, meeting people and trying to have a conversation with a complete stranger and tell them what you're trying to do and how you want to help them. And yes, you know, the Stateline community definitely was really receptacle and showed me a lot of love. When I first started, there are definitely some businesses that showed me a lot of love and allowed me to do videos and kind of learn my craft and stuff when I first started. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult, you know, to get into places and get to know people and kind of just get over those butterflies in your stomach. And then, like you said, either convince them of the importance of social media, because it depends on the business. Some of them may not be on social media or may not like need it or rely on it because it's like a word of mouth business, or they've been in the community for so long that you just know them. You know, there's places like in Rockford that you just know, you know, you've seen the commercials, you've seen whatever, they just been around. They may not need it. Is, you know, different is like, you definitely need like social media. We all, you know, what you do. So sometimes you have to do like some convincing or kind of like just remind them maybe sometimes that it's important to have a video. And as part of our business, we offer that sort of service like completely for free, no catch, no obligation. When we meet or get connected with a business for like the first time, we want to show them love, and we want to give them opportunity to, you know, just talk about what they do, talk about what they're about. And we don't believe in having like a dollar come between that, because some places may not be able to afford it. And then, you know, some places just need to be spotlighted and given their flowers and stuff like that. So it's great to be able to connect with them and stuff.
Dude, your first business, how do you think you did?
Like my first video and stuff? Oh, bro. Looking back on it, I definitely was doing like just amateur transitions and stuff like that. A little shaky at times, and I mean, it was cool. It got a lot of views, you know. My first video, it got like a couple thousand views. It was with a place called Captain Jack's, actually, up in so with Chris and Marcus, and Marcus Dunlap. Marcus Dunlap. I'm actually doing some work with, just recently started doing some more work with him. So kind of it made its full circle back around. But he was actually the first video I did it was with Marcus and with Chris and their original crew that they had a little over a year ago. And did some businesses showcasing their food, you know, because they have great burgers. Oh my God, like their steak. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's like ribeye or steak burgers. It's high premium. It's not just like beef. But you know, correct me if I'm wrong. But they have great great burgers. It's a nice bar. But yeah, that was my first video, and looking back on it, yeah, it was definitely kind of amateurish compared to some of the work that I do now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Now, now, would you say that when you first did it, were you like okay in front of the camera? Because the camera, when you talk, bro, it's easy, right?
Sure.
But when you talk in front of a camera, now it's difficult. Because now you gotta make sure your words are Q's and P's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. With the type of work that we do, we sometimes get in front of the camera. I wouldn't say we always get in front of the camera. So for that first video, I wasn't actually in front of the camera or talking. I believe it was Chris was the one who was like doing the audio for the video. I've been in front of the camera for some of them. Yeah, it definitely is nervous. It's one of those feelings you learn how to deal with it, but it never goes away. That's how I like to describe it, those little butterflies and feelings that you might get. But for me, I've been doing it for just talking for so long and doing a lot of work in like sales and some of my stuff that I'm still doing, like telephone sales and retail. So I've been like talking to people for so long. It's like a switch, you could just, for me, you could just switch it on and I could just go. Just keep going.
No, me, bro, I need to know ahead of time what I'm gonna do, because there's times where I literally have no energy, bro. Like, I mean, if I would have told you like today and then I feel like I didn't have it in me, I would still go through with it, but it wouldn't be as good.
Sure.
Because you could tell, bro.
Well, yeah. Everyone get like that a little bit if you have an off day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And for sure, I know I've had a bunch, man. Because after a while, you just sometimes, man, the battery just drains, man. But before we go any further, man, I definitely want to open up this wine, just because.
Yeah.
You came back, and then you've been doing your State Line buzz. And also, I just hit 500 subs, bro.
I did see something about that.
Yeah,
on
bro.
YouTube. So yeah, congratulations to you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not no fucking. I'm not getting no plaque or nothing. But the thing is, bro, like when you're on YouTube, if you don't really have something interesting, it's kind of hard to like really get subs.
Yeah, I definitely know that YouTube is a slow burn. When it comes to having success, and then even a little bit more so when you are in like the podcast space.
Oh, very much, bro.
Yeah. So I understand. Yeah, I mean, 500 is great, bro. With YouTube, it's like that snowball effect. Like once you get to that point, and it's just gonna like double, triple, just like a snowball, just keep ramping up. And yeah, I mean, you've been doing your work, and doing a lot of interviews and.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, and I hope I'm not burning or talking shit about nobody, because I'm not. I appreciate every single person that has come on to give me even an inch of their time, bro. Like, but my art is what really got it really going, like my art, bro, like my shorts, bro, like they really helped me out, bro. Like doing little videos with my art, bro, like shit, I get like 6, 7 subscribers at a time was short, bro.
Yeah, you talking about well, I mean, you used to have the art
yeah,
up here,
yeah.
But you talking about
the spray cans and
spray can arts. Yeah, those are dope, bro.
Yeah.
I like them. I haven't personally bought them, but I like them a lot.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, they grab everybody's eye, bro. Like, and yeah, bro, I'm just grateful that I have something that actually kind of separates me from like, he's doing something different.
Yeah. It's about consistency. That's something that I've also had to showcase with my State Line business, to show that I'm actually going to be around. For people to be like, oh, I guess he is still doing it. It wasn't just like a fluke, or something that he spontaneously was doing and just gave up on. Sometimes it does take work when no one's looking for you to finally get to that spot that you need to be to grab people's eyes.
Yeah, bro. And that's something that's hard too, bro. Like the consistency part, like, man, dude, because shit happens.
Yeah.
Life happens, there's times where you might not be able to go to a lot of businesses and, do your thing. Or just be consistent. I don't know. It's weird. Even me now, even though people say I'm consistent, dude, there's times where like I'll stop. So the podcasts I've been uploading, the pre-uploads, bro, I've been holding on to those for months.
Yeah, it's all about having reserves.
Yeah.
So you can take those breaks.
Dude, and then once I finished those reserves, I was just like, man, I'm just gonna do lives, bro. If I fuck up, I fuck up.
Sure.
Regardless, bro, I'm gonna fuck up. You know, it's not like I'm perfect. I never said I was perfect, but
Yeah. So I didn't know you were just doing it like this now. So tell me a little bit about how your new setup for how you run your podcast.
yeah. So now, bro, just like for yourself, like you hit me up. You said you want to come back on. We scheduled a date, and then you came, and then we just go live, bro. Because to pre-record it takes more energy, more time, and low key, I don't want to hear myself.
Oh, here.
Like, bro, like I cringe every time I listen to myself. I feel like the podcasts are saved by the guests, because you know I love hearing the guests,
Oh, sure.
like their stories and shit or whatever they talk about. I feel like I fuck it up every time I talk. So
No, it's okay. Don't feel that way.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
Everyone feels that way, bro.
yeah, but with the lives, bro, it's up there, you know.
So I can go on Facebook. Oh, I can go on Facebook right now and see. See us live. I'm not gonna pull it up. Don't want it to echo.
Yeah,
But
no, you're
cool,
fine.
Cool.
Yeah, and then people that do come and watch, they'll either comment and we can talk to them,
Oh, sure.
or they can ask us questions, or they can put in a song for us to play, and then we'll critique it if you want to.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty lame. People probably won't want to ask me questions, bro.
You'll be surprised. It's always just the time, bro. Like if we don't have nobody, it's just because it's like either everybody's at work or everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, it is like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I mean, but the thing is, the video will still be on after.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it publishes afterwards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's the one thing I love. So let's say you had a birthday you want to talk about. You could talk about it right now, and people are gonna listen to it from right now till the day it happens, and so on and so on.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because holding on to videos for months, and then the shit that they talked about already passed is kind of like
Yeah.
late promo.
Yeah. I feel that way with some of the videos that I do. I tell them like, hey, always talk about something. It has to be minimum 2-3 weeks out because you know, just in case it takes me a little bit to edit the video. I don't want it to be like you have to trash the video or trash that section of the video.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of sounds bad, especially with like because I do short videos. You know, with an hour video, you know, it is
That's
what it
even
is.
harder, bro.
But
because you got a compact, video like of what 6 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. And you got to make sure that every second counts, because as soon as it's boring for a second or two, people will jump out of the video.
Yeah.
I trust me, I know, because I've made videos. I kind of get the idea of like you gotta be entertaining, or you gotta have entertaining.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah. Videos. What is it like in the analytics when you can check that stuff out and see how fast people's views are clicking away, or if they last 3 seconds, or how long they watch the video. Yeah, man, it's like that. People's attention spans are short. Mine's like that too. So
yeah. Can you pass me?
you said you wanted to.
Yeah, if you want to grab yourself one.
I'm not sure how you're gonna. It's a pretty big bottle there, bro. It's a little excessive.
Yeah, no. So the reason why this motherfucker is so big, bro, is because I did a art show at Vibes like a while back, and this is just the wine that was left over.
Ah, okay.
But if I did drink, it would not be something this size, bro.
Sure.
Like, this shit's too huge, bro. And me, bro, I don't know my alcohol, so I told my friend, like, bro, what gets you fucked up and tastes all right?
Oh, yeah, no. I me and the wife just went out for her birthday. I hate drinking, bro. I don't see how people can drink.
Yeah.
I really don't see it. Like some wine is cool, or like some beer and stuff like that is cool.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're having a nice meal. But yeah, I don't see how people can like go out and get like drunk or stuff like that. It's not really just like, it's just not my cup of tea. You know, I just don't really enjoy it. And then the after, that's it's sometimes cool during, but you know, being like hungover or tired or throwing up or whatever, it's not enjoyable.
Once I get that little buzz going and it goes down, that shit just, I feel awful, bro. I feel like sick.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't drink. Yeah. That's really why I don't drink. And then all the problems that can come from like alcohol and having, you know, alcoholism and seeing that stuff with like family and stuff. I just like, nah, it's just not for me.
Yeah, no, I definitely seen the repercussions of drinking alcohol, man. Definitely not cool. But I want to get back to the stateline buzz, bro. So,
Yeah.
You're doing the videos, like, do you feel like it's catching on, or do you feel like you got your thing going, like your how you make your video?
Yeah, I definitely have like some consistency on like how I make my videos and stuff like that.
But you as a person, like okay, this is my niche. This is how I'm gonna do it. Like, or did that take time?
I would say I still haven't really found that like perfect way to do the video. We actually are like as a business, we're changing up how we are going to be starting to shoot our videos. So I'm curious to see how that goes. I shot one of my first videos in the new way that we're going to do it. We're going to be a little bit more like in front of the camera, because like I said earlier, we typically don't get in front of the camera. We definitely do, but we typically don't. But now we're going to start being like that tour guide for our area and getting in front of the camera and making those sort of like type of videos. So I think that'll work a little bit better for me, because some people don't want to get in front of camera. Like, honestly, a lot of people aren't comfortable with talking in front of camera. They just say no straight up. So I think that'll help out with that. But no, I would say I still haven't really found my perfect niche on how I want to do like my videos and how I want to create my content. Yeah, it's definitely been like challenging to kind of just get everything down. Just because I'm, you know, I have a lot going on, family, working two jobs and stuff like that. But definitely going to be working on the consistency and trying to find my niche on how I'm going to do my videos. But overall, it's been good. I feel like my content is starting to like catch on in the area. So people are starting to know who I am and know what I do, which is nice from time to time, especially like other business owners and other people that are just creating content for their business and stuff like that, know who I am. So it is nice. You know, it's like people sometimes hitting me up for videos. It's definitely like humbling. Yeah, it is definitely humbling.
Cause bro, I've been there when I did the podcasting for a while. Like, I tried to go look for sponsors, bro, and that shit was a little rough, man. Cause one, I didn't know how to approach people. I thought I was doing it right, but even that was, I guess I was doing it wrong.
Yeah, cause I do stuff like that. So I offer sponsorship packages for my business as well. Probably a little bit like a different approach of what like is like offered in that, but. Yeah, so I know how difficult it can be, you know, to start talking to a business about money and talking about ways that you guys would mutually benefit from each other, and then locking it down after you have like a good conversation about it, and then keeping it once you have it. You know, like there's 3 difficult parts there. So yeah, I understand how difficult it can be.
Yeah, cause then once you make the deal, bro, like now I mean, depending on the agreement, right? But now, like, you gotta like provide business for that business because you promoted.
Yeah. You got to provide your services that you guys talked about, you know. And but yeah, I do the same thing where people can sponsorship tiers where people can like support my journey and get like another page where they can get their content promoted, all the way up to I offer like full social media management, website creation, SEO. Optimization for like websites and you know, just running their pages, creating videos, creating content.
Dude, managing a page on its own, I mean, it's not the hardest thing, but it's kind of something you gotta like get used to if you have a business.
Yeah, I managed a couple pages. So yeah, it is definitely difficult. It's all about like scheduling stuff out, taking the time, and yeah, it's all about honestly having a good schedule. Like, that's something that I probably adopted that will never go away for life, is using a calendar and actually using it. You know, and like scheduling stuff out, having it remind you, categorizing stuff depending on if it's work related, business related, personal, you know, that sort of stuff. I would say that's probably like my biggest piece of advice, is like just using a schedule, planning out time when you're going to sit down and schedule out all your content and create. scheduling time when you're, meeting to do videos, that's all. Yeah. Like my entire calendar is just full of reoccurring meetings that I have with businesses, or scheduled like meetings that I have like first time with businesses, or scheduling out time for me to do edits, or of course like just having my schedule for my other job.
Okay. Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I use my calendar, but not like too much, bro. I just put the the simple event, and then that's it. I really don't go into too much.
I would say, yeah, get in the habit of using it, bro. It's really useful to have it. It allows you to, not just to remind you, even if you don't feel like, oh, I don't need to remember, be reminded about that stuff. It allows you just to stay like just organized and help you kind of plan out your day a little bit more, plan out your week and that sort of stuff. And I use it to coordinate with my wife too, so like she has access to the same calendar, so she could like check out, see what days I'm working and when I'm free for like the tag along with appointments and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a nice way to coordinate with my wife and kind of like show her what I'm doing.
Dude, cause my girl, she sends me shit like through her calendar. I'm like, dude, just tell me, and then like she tells me, and then I forget. Yeah, I be telling her all the time. I'm like, yeah, just add it to my calendar, because if you tell me, I'm gonna forget. Yeah, but if you add it to my calendar, I will remember forever. Oh yeah, man. Shout out the girlfriends, wives.
Yeah, shout out the wife. Yeah.
Now I want to bring it back again. So how many sponsors do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Or
at the moment I have like 5.
Okay.
It's fluctuated where I've had like 10 to 11 at one time, but I work with business owners, and just like business also fluctuates as far as like businesses is either coming or going or not, just being able to do my services or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I've had like around like 10 at the moment. I have like 5 sponsors that I do work for.
I mean, bro, it's fine. I totally get it. I mean, out of my 2 years of having the pod, looking for sponsors, I've only had 1.
Okay.
So trust me, man. You're definitely doing your thing.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, just adding value, finding people that also like need your services too. Because I'm all like the services that I provide. I'm all about being. Yeah, go ahead.
Now I was gonna ask, like, is it the same thing as your partners at Rockford Buzz, or like?
Yeah, for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, outside of us just being different people creatively, we strive to do the same sort of work.
Oh, okay.
We kind of same goal. We get there a little bit differently sometimes because we're just different people. But yeah, we strive for the same sort of work. But yeah, the tone I like to set when I do sponsorship with businesses, that that it's I don't do like long-term contracts. My services are like month to month, extremely affordable. For like, but if you were to like hire the equivalent of what I do, like if you were to go on like Indeed and put out an application for what I do, it's definitely like extremely affordable, really valuable. But I like to make sure that it's 100% mutually beneficial to both of us, that it's services that like, oh yeah, you need help with this and that. It's like, okay, great. I'm confident in my ability to be able to do that. And I want to help your business grow. Cause that's like our biggest thing is, of course, we want to like make money off of it, but we 100% want to see our local community grow, because we're both originally from Rockford. Of course, if you're from Rockford, you know of the Bloy and Roscoe, Rockton. Like everyone kind of goes up there over their lives if they're from the area for one reason or another. But we just want to see like our local area grow, and the businesses that need help like doing that, we try to offer affordable services for them. To do that, to help with like their branding. Like we're like content creators, and we help with like branding. We don't necessarily do like marketing, I guess, but that's kind of like our niche, is like just helping businesses grow, help focus on their branding, and getting their like their mission statement, helping them kind of showcase their mission statement and get that dream out there.
It definitely is hard, bro, because depending on the economy at the time, that shit fluctuates, and then it's hard for businesses,
Yeah, I know, 100%. That's the reason why we offer our services the way that we do, because we want to create long-term relationships with the businesses, and not put either of us in a a chicken hold or like making us feel sort of like a weird sort of relationship that you have with like your social media manager. We meet our like the businesses we do work with, we meet them on a weekly or bi-weekly, like schedule, and in person, and we create the content for them and get it scheduled and managed and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, it's I bet you it is a lot of work, man. I tried to work. Well, I did work with other businesses, man, and some of them I still work with, and man, it's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up sometimes, because some businesses, depending on what they carry, can really, like, I don't know, like, affect how you promote it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, some businesses it's easier to create content for than other. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I'm always trying to make a fucking rhyme out of it.
Oh, no, you're good. But yeah, some businesses can naturally have like just content depending on like what they do. Because I have like a business I work for that is like a museum, so it's easier to create content compared to like a retail store, for example. With a retail store, you're gonna have to definitely find. Is that me?
Excuse me.
Oh.
People always want to call on the live. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry about that. People trying to come on the live. Stop calling people. No, I don't want to take my car in for a rebate. No. But yeah, dude. Cause I mean, up to you. Cause I'm pretty sure you've seen it more. Especially trying to be out there. There's some businesses that are just weird, bro. They're like hard to like.
Elaborate. What you mean by that?
Like the businesses they might get into. I'm trying to think. Like a cell phone shop. Yeah. No, not a cell phone. I mean like certain vintage stores are kind of a little weird, you know.
Oh, I've worked with a vintage store before. She was not weird. She was really cool.
No, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean though.
Like there's just some stores you're kind of like surprised when you walk in, like, oh, this is a business, huh? You know.
Sure. One thing that I've definitely noticed and gotten used to is you really do see with business owners, you see like all aspects, like all walks of life, you know, in a sense where in all niches, too, when it comes to like, oh, you made a business out of that. And it's like, I didn't even think you were able to do that. I didn't think that there was a niche for that. I didn't think there was an audience or a clientele for that. But people are like, yeah, it's always been my passion to, like sell gems or rocks or whatever, whatever the case may be. I've gotten in contact with like spiritual healers and people that do like reggae and psychedelic, like not psychedelics, but what's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, but people like that. And yeah, I mean, they have like different beliefs and different ways of doing stuff. And you're like, oh, I didn't know there was really people out there that do that. And it's like, yeah, they have like tons of clients and they turn out to be like amazing people, especially once you get to know them, as well, and kind of break down some of those initial barriers that you may have. And that's one thing that I've loved about what I do is, doing work with people that you maybe not normally would interact with, or, get to be friends with for whatever reason. And the business that, the sort of work that I do kind of forces me to work with everybody and everybody to work with me. So I've always been like very proud to do work up in the area and just get to know people, get to break down barriers, get to learn stuff too, get to learn stuff too, as well. Like I've learned tons of stuff from other like business owners, either giving me stuff about how to run a business, or as far as like some of like the museum I mentioned earlier, like learning some historical stuff, like stuff you didn't know that happened in the past. So I get you, bro. It can be difficult sometimes to get some content created for certain people, but at the end of the day, you know, you just tell their story. That's what branding is all about, is not really the services you sell, but like the person you are. Like that's what I try to tell people, is like, when we focus on branding, we focus on everything but the service that you provide. You know, if you sell books, we're going to focus on everything but the books. You know, we're going to focus on you. Why did you get into reading? The passion. Or, well, you know, where are your community connections? Are you teaching kids to read? Are you, you know, like those sort of things are going to help you sell books, because it's the branding, it's the people behind you. Because people normally focus on you as a person. They buy from you. They buy from the feeling that they get when they work with you or work with your services. That's what people are buying, not necessarily the product, you know. Because like, I mean, you got on some nice shoes, but you could, for the same money, you could buy some more durable shoes, you know, that would last you forever, you know, like some steel toe work boots that would last you 10-20 years and would never break down. You could wear them in the mud and wear them in that. But it's like you go with the J's because of what that means. The feeling that you get when you put on the shoes, the look of the shoes. Like, you could find more comfortable shoes. Skechers are normally more comfortable than Jordans, you know, like, let's be honest. But you don't buy Skechers for that reason, you know.
And I've get to mention one big business that I know it's weird for sure. Either if the weird is a good or bad, me. A lot of people will be like, I didn't know this, you could do this. I get that all the time. This is weird. This is something new. You don't see it often. And I managed to make a business out of that, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm making millions. I'm riding Royce Benz or nothing. But, bro, man, if I make cool ass shit, bro, I can sell it for a pretty fucking dime.
You're the only podcast that I've heard of. Like, I've heard of one other podcast studio. I don't know what dude's name is, but he it's like where KV and like Lizzie and them have done their podcast. So like his studio and your studio are like the only two that I've heard of. It's not like I got a lot of friends or anything, but those are the only two that I've ever like heard of that actively continuously like create content either through themselves or, you know, kind of like how the other studio does, like with other people, you know, and kind of like rinsing it out and having other people create their dreams.
Shout out Icon Studios.
Is that what it is? Okay.
I believe that's what the podcasting and the video stuff. I think that's Icon Studios.
I saw a dude has like a movie coming out. What is his name?
Yash.
Okay. I've never met him.
Yeah, me neither. I just seen his work.
I see he has like a movie or trailer that he's been like working on. I kind of like read it and saw the trailer and stuff like that. That he's been working on for a couple years now. Yeah,
bro. Dude, one thing I'm trying to get into too, bro, is fucking video filming, bro. Nothing that major. Just like a little short film.
Yeah, I saw you did the edit for that dude, that rapper. Right? Yeah. How was that for you?
Bro, I thought it was gonna be so easy. It is not, bro. Like the movement and animation opened up my eyes.
Yeah, because I don't do work like that. Yeah. So like I do high quality like production, but I don't like do animations or do green screen or like change out the background or have him like move in the frame and that sort of stuff. I don't really like do that.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's just it's a little more effort than just doing it just normally. And stuff.
Yeah.
But bro, it was fun, bro. Like seeing him like rap and like.
What's his name?
Adele? Not Adele. Dell.
Okay.
And it was just fun, like seeing him act out the lyrics as much as he could and shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely an interesting video. That's to say the least.
Yeah. Obviously, I did that for him as well because he shouted me out in the song, and that's what I used for my intro and stuff.
Yeah. I did see that he shouted you out in the A to Z.
Yeah, bro, because man, you know how many times I asked rappers if they can like shout me out so I could use it as a snippet.
I mean, it's an easy bar to kind of you know, like,
and I told a lot of people, bro, like, bro, you can say Angel smells like A to Z, or it doesn't have to be complimentary, bro. Just say A to Z on something, and then I just use it as a
you just say like you're running the game from A to Z, you know, or something like that. You know?
I'm gonna use that. Clip it. 39 minutes.
No, don't use my clip-its. No.
But yeah, bro, like I just definitely wanted to I want to do something different because again, as you continue on the ball you're going, at least for me, I want to switch it up. You know, like doing the art, that's cool, it pays my bills, but also I want to do something else that might be fun as well, which is filming or some other personal hobbies.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, 100%. Where is this background? I didn't. I
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
Like, ask, like, where is this background at?
So
I feel like I've seen it.
we're outside at Vibes, right there on 1015 Broadway, Rockford, Illinois.
Oh, okay. I know where that's at.
Yeah, it's literally like not too far from here.
And what is Vibes? Is that like a?
Vibes is a smoke shop. They sell all rolling needs, trays, anything you could think of a smoke shop they have. And then there's Vibes Arcade, which is next door. They are a venue. They also host video games and
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. Very dope people, bro. For anybody who don't know, bro, they really put on the music artist. They let the music artist and myself go in there and just film if they we
Oh, really?
need to.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Cause, bro, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're in my basement, but if you had your people come in, we wouldn't all fit here.
Yeah, no, this is like a 4 people max, maybe.
No, like three,
Three.
including me.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that three.
one other person.
Yeah, and
There's water for me.
yeah, and then yeah, bro. So when I do got big people, I just go down to Vibes, bro. But when it's just me and the other person, we're outside in the front.
Okay, cool. Like kind of like the arcade. Do you remember Crazy Penguins?
Yes, bro. I remember when I went the last day they were closing up, my cousin was like, "Can I get like 3 controllers?" And the owner was like,
He just gave it to him.
no, he was just like, "You don't see that we're closing?" Because everything was already in the front. Everything had like price tags on it and shit. I was like, whoa, dude, that's crazy.
I remember going there like before I had like home, because I don't know about like a lot of people. I didn't have like home internet for like a long time. Like having home internet access was like not a thing for me until I was like 14,
Same
15, you know. So like going to Crazy Penguins was like amazing, being able to play like online Xbox or you know, I'm an Xbox guy. But yeah, going online and playing like Modern Warfare 2 at the time, that was amazing.
I know, dude. Same here. I didn't have internet for a long time until like a while after Wi-Fi came out. That's when I had internet. And dude, yeah, fucking Call of Duty, all that, bro.
Are you big into gaming?
I was, but now that I'm doing my art and this, I really don't have time, bro.
Yeah.
And that's funny because I was doing interviews in a fucking arcade where there's video games like right in front.
Oh, really?
And
yeah.
I was so tempted every day, bro. Like, let me play like a little bit, bro. But at the same time, bro, I wasn't there to play games. I was there to interview and then, you know, dip out.
And dip, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to play games a little bit. I mean, video games are like a big part of my youth for sure. I try to from time to time. I can normally hop on for a little bit in the morning. I've been playing Black Ops 1, so I'm not. So Microsoft is buying Activision. I'm not sure if you heard about that.
Oh yeah.
So they like redid all the lobbies, and you can go on all the old COD games and find a lobby. Yeah, you can go like on World War I, like Call of Duty 5, right, and find a lobby and play online like right now. So that's what I do. I play Black Ops 1, and you can find a lobby, and that's like my favorite. Call of Duty is Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
And you can still like find a lobby. I sometimes play for like maybe like an hour or two every once in a while when I can.
Dude, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love video games, even though I don't play them. I watch streamers like Dr. Disrespect.
That's something actually I don't do anymore. So I used to be a huge fan of like so I used to be in the League of Legends huge. I used to watch like I'm a Cutie Pie. I forget. It's like
there's a whole bunch, bro.
Blue Wolf, or I forget what his name is, but or Night Blue. Yeah, I think that's his name. Mm-hmm. Like just a lot of streamers, but yeah, a big one I used to watch was like I'm a Cutie Pie. If you ever heard of him? Or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. I'm not a boomer, not yet. But yeah, bro, and that's how I get my dose of, okay, I played the game by watching other people.
Oh, sure.
Because, bro, if I play a game, I feel like I didn't do anything that day.
Yeah, it's yeah, I feel that way too. Like that's the reason why I don't play video games too much, is because it makes me feel like it's a waste of time. I mean, at the end of the day, it is if you're not like streaming. That's something I want to get into. Like when I get some more free time, and maybe once I get, basically when I just get a little bit more free time, I definitely want to get into streaming.
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, because you can make a little money off of it, you know, especially if it's crazy right now. Like honestly, and I'm gonna get into a little bit of a rant, but it's crazy right now, like how successful, how fast you can become like famous and get an audience. Like I don't even remember his name, but I recently was like watching this guy on TikTok, and he got like one clip or video kind of like that went trending on TikTok, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I was like, oh, and I saw he was a small creator, so I kind of like followed him a little bit. I'm like, oh, maybe he'll make some more good stuff, and I kind of like followed his journey. And he went from like, because he streams, and then he does like kind of how you do, he takes like snippets from those streams and puts them on TikTok and stuff like that. He said he went from having like 1 or 2 people to like 60, 70, 100 people within like a couple weeks off of his TikTok, like in his live stream every single night, like watching him, and like donate, because if you get 100 people watching you or whatever the case, like you can make like some money off of that, because that's like in the grand scheme of things, you may see like a streamer that gets like thousands of views, but if you can get like 100 views consistently when you go on, like that's an audience, and people like don't want to like accept that, but I'm like, that's a big thing. Like if you can go online and 100 people instantly click on to watch what you're doing. But it was just like crazy to see like how fast you can really get your dreams and get your creation going. I think it is really a prime time for content creators and influencers, especially if they're like doing their own niche, already found their lane to like get started, because all it takes is a couple like TikTok videos, and that's the way to blow right now is TikTok. 100% it is to run everything through TikTok, and to get like a famous like a big video or a trendy video going for whatever reason. You have to just keep at it until you find that video, and then you just double down on whatever made that video high and what people liked about it. You just double down, like that's your new niche, and you can get a following super quick. Like this guy went from having a couple thousand followers when I followed him, and this was like a month or 2 ago, and now he has like over 100K on TikTok. And
that TikTok, bro,
it's insane.
Yeah, bro. Like everybody gets paid majority from what I hear is either TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah, and that's where like streaming is so huge, because like you offer like the views or the monetization from the videos. Like what's really going to get you paid is like being able to do like a sponsorship or like donations and that sort of stuff. Because like TikTok, you can definitely make some money on TikTok, but like you have to get like a crazy amount of views on TikTok, like an insane amount of views on TikTok to actually get livable income from it. I'm talking about like on this extent, if you remember that guy that was trending like I'm smarter, I'm stronger. You remember like that trend that all like a year ago? Like I'm talking about like when he was on everyone's feed for like several months. Like he did a video with like Mr. Beast and The Rock. Like I'm talking about like you have to do that to be famous solely off of TikTok. But as far as to get like a clout and following, that's the way to use TikTok right now, is to grab the eyes from TikTok and have them go to your Kick or your Twitch or your YouTube or whatever the case, and follow you and watch your stream, and to make content off of like donations. And then obviously once you start getting consistent views, you can like it just being a thing he did to like, he's like, oh yeah, I already quit my job. He's like, I already made like more like a money, like he said, like he made a check from a video that I mean from like a week or 2 of streaming, which was like worth like 2-3 months of his salary. So he just quit. He's like, I'm just gonna do this, and it's crazy like to see that like start to finish.
No, it is
like in a couple months.
I know, dude. Yeah, it's also hard too, because again, you do gotta find your niche, man. You don't got it.
And that's the thing. He found his niche quick. Like now that it may have been like that's a one-off, and that's like that obviously doesn't happen with everybody. But yeah, he found like his niche real quick, and that's the thing is like, and then he doubled down on it and kind of just kept making videos. But I've seen it like that with a couple people. There's like this streamer on TikTok who like acts like he does like Call of Duty stuff, and he acts like kind of like nerdy and like trolly, like kind of like annoying, like an annoying little kid like sort of vibe. And in a matter of like a couple months, like Ninja mentioned him on his stream, and like he has like 250,000 followers on TikTok. Like it's in like a couple months. That's all it really takes. And he like doubled down on his niche. Like he may not be as trendy as he was like a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, but he's still like doing it. So I'm assuming, like I can only imagine like what his stream is looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's getting a couple hundred viewers and making money off of that and getting subs off of that, you know, like you can live off of that.
Yeah, that's true. Freaking, but a lot of it too, bro, from what I've seen, is not all cases, but some people, the way they built that clout or get followers fast is usually from a negative standpoint, bro.
Yeah. You follow Gideon?
GDN. Yes.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like his recent situation. Have you heard like what he's been going through like recently?
Wait, the black dude, right? He wears like the cap.
Like the do-rag.
Yeah, okay.
And he like slept at like the WNBA game, and he was like trolling. He's just like a big.
I just want to make sure we're
like
talking about
troll,
this.
like the Marcus Cousin Jr. You know, yeah. We are talking about the same guy. Like, he just recently kind of went through that shift, like because he kind of came up not like negative, but like, you know, trolling, being obnoxious.
I can't say it.
Being annoying, and trolling and that sort of stuff, like not coming up a positive way, you know, kind of like Mr. Beast, you know, for example, where he kind of like now is having a realization that it's like he needs to change how he wants to do his content because it just doesn't feel right. And that's the way too, is like you either come up like the easy way or the hard way, you know, or like the quick way or the trendy way. And like sometimes it's good to do that, and it can be like it could be a feel good way, and you can feel good about doing that or about catching a trend or whatever. But a lot of the times it's negative. You know, a lot of the stuff that goes viral is typically negative. That goes like super viral and super trendy, you know, like the chair instance, like with that Montgomery boat incident, like with the fight and stuff that like broke out there. Like that was super trendy because it was, no matter what happened that day, it was a negative situation. Oh yeah, you know? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, that's gonna be trendy or cats. You know, like those are like the two things. I know, right? that still go. You know, cats are always trendy. Yeah.
And me, bro, that's one thing I always wanted to do with this platform. Don't get me wrong. There was times where I was tempted to like, man, like, what if somebody talked about drama on my pod? Maybe that'll help. But then at the end of the day, I was like, nah, not worth it.
I mean, if it's something they want to do, that's one thing. But if it's something you're trying to like force, that's another thing.
Yeah, you know? I definitely don't want to force anything.
Yeah. I mean, you don't necessarily want to be that place where people come to like stir beef, you know, and whatnot. Like it's not. I don't even get into that stuff, bro.
Yeah,
like at all. Like I can't think of a single person that I probably have done wrong, like especially since being like an adult, you know, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's easy to want to go that route or want to go that lane, like the trendy way, or start drama or try to just get clicks and stuff like that. But it'll come back around and you won't feel good about it, or the sort of audience that you have isn't going to really be like a good audience, like ride or die. Like they're just going to instantly click on to the next thing the second you stop being trendy or stop doing what they want you to do, you know. And that can also be difficult when you create a fan base that's only there because you're being stupid or you're being trolly or you're being violent or whatever the case may be. Because the second you try to stop doing that because you start to grow up or you start to see repercussions from your actions, you're gonna lose the fans too. Yeah, you know, the second you start to get right, you're gonna lose the fans, and so it's gonna feel even worse.
Yeah. No. Don't get me wrong. I'm lucky. I can say this. My personal opinion. I can say this. I mean, I can say. I can say that my fans or people that have come across my videos, bro, it's always been negative. It's crazy because I thought my shit was just boring, but like the stuff that people do comment on, it's always positive, man.
Oh, sure.
Like don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I had like one or two like bad comments, but the thing is, it wasn't even that bad. Where I'm like, damn, bro, like what the fuck did I do? It was more just like, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, those aren't the people you want to, have around and have for life, anyways. If you try to entertain those sort of people or try to keep those relationship with those sort of people, you're gonna end up actually burning the bridges with the good ones.
Yeah.
Or burning yourself out.
Yeah, no, you definitely burn yourself out. But that's one thing I'm just always grateful for, bro. Is like, I mean, not everybody supports, but the thing is, everybody shows love, and that's just good. That's just good enough, if not better than supporting.
Yeah, it can sometimes like for my personal, like my personal page, it can be hard to like sometimes support stuff, and what I mean by that is I try my best to keep like a clean like slate, like a no sort of leaning direction, no sort of agenda direction. And it's kind of hard because a lot of people have agendas, or content that is like, oh, I like what you're doing, it's good or whatever, but it's not content that I want my grandma that's like on, that I have on my page to necessarily see, or whatever the case may be. So it could sometimes be like hard to support, but it don't take nothing to like something or to heart something or whatever the case may be, or to comment or whatever the case may be. It could sometimes be difficult for like me to share stuff though, sometimes, which does like kind of suck.
Yeah, no, you definitely also, I mean, that's true. You definitely don't want to support no females showing their booties and stuff like that, especially if you're a family man. But the thing is, you also gotta be careful with your content, because me, bro, I had to stop the random memes, the random bullshit posts of me like, oh, the world's not fucking with me, watch till I come up or some bullshit like that.
Oh yeah,
you got to stop that, bro. If you're doing that, you got to stop that, because a lot of people are just gonna scroll through your shit. I noticed like the more bullshit you post, the more people are gonna treat your post like bullshit. So when I post something or I let people tag me in something, that's because I'm very meticulous on what I like to have on my timeline.
Yeah, I'm definitely the same way.
Because, bro, you can't have everything. You can't have a bunch. You can't always have a running feed, because people are not really gonna look at it, pay attention.
Yeah, it depends on how often you post, and that can also, like, especially if you're running, depending on how you're running your page, that can affect like your algorithm. If you're posting a lot, it affects your algorithm. It just doesn't show up on people's pages, and depending on the type of content that you post, like if you're just like sharing a lot of, like, shares don't get as much interactions as raw post, and like a raw post doesn't get as much interaction as a post with like a photo. And a post with a photo doesn't get as much interaction as like a video or a reel. Then the video or reel, if it has like location, like all these things that you can do to like a post or something like that to make it that much better. But if you're just like sharing like someone else's page or someone else's post, like it can, or external links or whatever, like you can really mess up your algorithm in your page real quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew the algorithm had something to do with it, but yeah, that's crazy. I didn't really know that can mess up your algorithm.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sharing a lot of other people's like posts and or if you're sharing a lot of external links off of like Facebook or off of Instagram, they're not going to promote it, because Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook. So if you have a Facebook post with a link to like Eventbrite or to YouTube, like how Facebook looks at it is like, oh, if they click on this YouTube link and watch this video, they're not going to come back to Facebook, or they're not spending that time on our app, so they're not going to promote it as much. Like if you have like another Facebook link, that's different because it's still within Facebook. But if you have like your SoundCloud link or your Apple Music link like actually in your post, it can affect the algorithm and the reach, because Facebook is not going to want to share a link that's going to take those eyes off of their page.
Damn, bro, I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, especially if you're not like super, you know, like Drake or something, you know, something like that. You know, where if you like share a video with your Apple Music link, like obviously Facebook's going to share the crap out of that. But it's like if you're a small creator, it's like, yeah, you probably don't want to, you know, like spam all your, you know, your Apple link, your Apple Music link, your YouTube link, like in the post, like like on every single post, because it can really mess up your algorithm.
That's crazy. Yeah, thank you for that, because I didn't even know that, bro. That actually makes me think about how to set it up next time.
Yeah, you can of course have like the link in your bio. You can, a way you can get around it is just like commenting the link.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
like so after you post, or depending on like the sort of platform you use to post your content, you can put it just in the comment, and that won't affect the reach potential if you put like the link in the comment.
Yeah, see, man, and of doing this for almost like a couple years, bro. Shit, see, I'm still learning.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's something you learn. Yeah, I consistently learn. I learned some a little bit today. Yeah, you know, when I was working with someone, I'm like, oh, I didn't know you didn't have to add them that way. Like I just got like recently added to like a page. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could just add me an easier way. I'm like, oh, well, I guess you know, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. Oof. But yeah, Oscar, man, we hit the hour and 1 minute, man. Is there something that I kind of missed, or something you want to talk about that I didn't bring up? Or am I taking too much of your time?
No, you're good. I mean, mainly, you know, just want to kind of come in here and, you know, just talk about like where I've been and see, you know, catch up with you, you know, of course, not just here like for my agenda, but yeah, I mean, just to catch up with you, and then mainly just talk about like where I spend a majority of my time, you know, doing, man, is just, you know, doing my stateline job, my stateline buzz job, and creating content and stuff like that, and just talking about like the positivity, you know, and like especially like for our Rockford area is, you know, continue to, you know, be like the beacon in our area, and you know, just show like a lot of love for our community, and
because bro, the community needs it, man. Because I don't know if people are noticing, there is a few businesses shutting down downtown. But then there's also other people that are picking up that spot, you know, and trying to keep the community alive, I guess. Yeah.
There's definitely some changes going on downtown, especially with like the south side and west side.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too, bro. The south side's getting a makeover.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, of course, I know like some. I believe they're out of Milwaukee that bought like those factories and stuff, and I kind of saw what they're gonna like put there. I'm curious to see how it goes. You know,
I think I know how it goes.
I'm not like, I'm right across the bridge, you know, like on the south. I'm not like from the south side. Like I'm off of like Black Hawk, you know, like right there by Black Hawk Park. Like, that's where I grew up. So like that, I've been past that building like all the time, you know, like every day. And like, yeah, I mean, I hope that they put something great there that mainly can just draw people to this side and have something to do. Cause so I just recently moved to like the deep west side. Like I live in Rockford technically, but it's kind of in Bago, like right on the other side of like, you know, where Montague, and it crosses the bypass. I live like right over there. So
okay,
I'm like so far away from stuff. Like there's literally like nothing on the west, like on the west south side of Rockford, except for especially like food wise and stuff to do. Like there's some dope local spots, like some food joints and, you know, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. But it's crazy how night and day difference it is between like, you know, where like Chick-fil-A is and then where like Blaine's Farm and Fleet is, you know, on the west side. You know.
Dude,
so I'm excited for what they have to do. I believe that the passion and like what they want to do is in the right direction. How they get there, you know, they're going to try their best to get there. May have some hiccups, may not, but I think the passion and their heads like in the right place with what they're trying to do for the south and west side of Rockford. But yeah, I mean, just basically we need to add reasons for people to come to this side of town, because a lot of people live on the south and west side of Rockford, but they have to go to they have to go to like the east side, or kind of like
East State down East State,
or East State Street, or whatever, or Alpine area, like Alpine, Sandy Hollow, or you know, like they have to drive like 10-15 minutes to really get to something outside of like a McDonald's or a Dollar General, or you know, like whatever the case, or like you know, we do have a Walmart on the west side, but it's like, or all these, you know,
but
like
that motherfucker closes at 8.
What?
The Walmart over there?
Oh, does it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I don't shop at that Walmart too much.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I mean, they definitely need to. I think their heads are in the right space. I'm curious to see how it goes. As long as they're doing stuff to just bring people, give them a reason to come to our side of the city. That's all that we need. And then, of course, the people that live on this side of the city, you know, once we kind of get in this position, let's not mess it up. You know, let's not destroy these properties or these businesses, or
some of them
parks,
are landmarks,
or these monuments, or landmarks. Like, let's not be negative when we get this blessing, and when we get people to start paying eyes on us. Like, let's really start interacting and double down in on the places, you know, in our community once we do get blessed with that.
I just hope, bro, when they do something to that thing, that they don't kick out people that have been there for many years, because, you know, gentrifying in a way, you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when shit gets nicer, prices go up. And
yeah, I'm not sure like how that would go. A lot of the houses on the west and south side of town, if they're not owned by someone who just rents them out, they're like the original owner. You know, I'm assuming your mom's probably built this place. Or how long have you been here?
No, no, I don't even know, bro. But we came in from Chicago, so.
Okay. But like a lot of people, you know, like their grandma or their moms have like built that place, like the buildings, the houses from like the 40s or the 50s, you know, or whatever the case may be. So I'm not sure how it would go, because a lot of those homes are, if they're not being rented out, are owned by the original owner. So the only thing they're obligated to pay is like tax, right? But yeah, like you said, like if the value of the homes go up, then the tax on the homes and the land will increase. I'm not sure how that would go. I'm honestly just ignorant on that sort of subject. You know, I hope for the best and hope it doesn't come out like that. I don't necessarily think it will.
I mean, I hope not.
But I hope that what they put in there is something that the native south and west side people can interact with and be a part of. You know, like that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Is that's kind of where that gentrification can come from, is where an item or business or whatever is put in the area where the original people in the area can't interact with it. You know? And yeah, but I have no idea what they're put in there. I have no idea. Like, I haven't looked. I just saw like the little 3D model thing of like shopping malls and like living centers, I'm assuming, above, and some sort of shopping malls and parks and places to sit, I'm assuming. But
that would be lit.
I'm assuming it's going to be positive, you know. I don't know too much about like Mayor McNam or McNammon. Is that how you say his name?
Tom?
Yeah, I forget his last name.
Yeah, I don't know his last name. I just know it's Mayor.
Oh, his wife. Is that who you said?
No. All I know is his name is Tom.
Oh yeah, his name is Tom. Yeah. So I don't like know the mayor too much, but he seems like, on like a personal note, I haven't like really followed him or looked at his like agendas, but he seems like he has Rockford in his best interest, like 100%. So I think it will be handled by the correct people, and it'd be hopefully done the right way.
Yeah, because I mean, besides the South Side getting a fix up shit, bro, we're getting a brand new casino, Hard Rock.
Oh, I'm excited for that,
dude.
I'm about to go gambling.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I tried out the little one they got before they opened up the big one, but bro, that big one, it's gonna put a major nail or staple in Rockford where big names can come and perform, and then that's gonna bring in.
Oh sure, yeah. Are they putting like a stage there or a place to like perform? I don't know.
Because Hard Rock, that's a venue.
Yeah.
a big venue.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if they're putting that like in the casino, like in the second part, they're gonna have like a show area or whatever. Okay.
Well, that's how I imagine, because bro, if you look at the render, it looks like a big venue. Like a big venue that doesn't just have a bunch of slots. It has like a whole fucking stage presence in there.
Yeah, that would be dope. That's something that I've always wanted for Rockford, is to kind of have artists here and to have stuff, because it only influences the local Rockford economy as far as like purchasing and spending, especially in the downtown area.
Yeah.
Especially with like the new Embassy Suite and stuff, and a lot of new businesses opening up there. I really hope that like we could get big artists to perform at the Coronado, because like they go to the rave before they come here.
Oh yeah.
You know,
and with that opening up, that's like our rave now.
Sure. Yeah, it gives them a reason to come here. I mean, like, yeah, trust me. I mean, I'm pretty sure Madison is a bigger city than Rockford, if I'm not population wise. Mm-hmm. So like it makes sense from that standpoint. But like, I think that we should have more outside artists and entities interacting with our city. But that's where it come down. What I said earlier is a lot of time, like, we burn the bridges and we have to like do our part to, you know, just stay positive and produce nothing but positivity. And a lot of that stuff starts in the home, you know, but like, you know, just running your house right and just being a positive person and, you know, just a great person, not spread negativity.
Yeah.
Because people, I mean, they hear about Rockford, they just don't want to come.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to do your part to, just be positive and kind of, you know, because like Michael Jackson said, it starts with yourself. You know, you got to look at the man in the mirror. You know, you can't change like someone else. You have to change yourself. And then hopefully that influences someone else to like, you know, look at themselves and change. But, you know, we have to start with ourselves, with just being positive and working hard and opening businesses and supporting local businesses and keeping our families together and, you know, that sort of stuff. Like, yeah. Like that sort of stuff makes a huge difference.
Yeah. That's true.
No. But just mainly wanted to talk about the positivity, bro. I appreciate you know, having me on again. I definitely want to, you know, get on again for sure. It'd be nice to see where you're at in a year from now again. At the double back.
I know, dude. I mean, regardless, bro. I mean, you might come back in another year. It still might kind of be the same, but guarantee there's always going to be improvements, man. Because, I mean, not the podcasting, just me in general, like my brand. Like, bro, I'm building that I built that shit from the ground up, bro. Was it easy? Hell no. But did I keep doing it? Yeah, because that's me, bro. Like, that's all I have.
Yeah. You have to do the work, and it's hard. And what makes it easier is having like a mentor.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier having like someone who's been through it before and interacting with stuff like that. Because it does.
Do you have a mentor?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, me too, bro. I mean, it's weird, bro. Now I'm lucky. For the mentor that I have, because he doesn't sugarcoat shit, bro. He tells me how it is, and then he lets me figure it out on my own, you know, like,
sure.
You know, like, and I think that's the best, bro, because me, I'm kind of naive, bro. You can tell me that you're a Christian, but low key, when I turn my back, you're a fucking Satanist, you know, like that's how naive I am. Like, you can tell me one thing and I'll believe it, but like, you're doing some other shit and I just don't see it, you know, like.
Sure.
And thankful for him that, you know, he keeps it real with me, tells me what I need to know, and then I evaluate from there.
Yeah, bro. It makes it a lot easier, because I mean, there's no shame in having to do it by yourself. A lot of people, you know, have to do it by themselves. But yeah, having a mentor or a business partner makes it a whole lot easier, and that's in every aspect, not just in work, you know, but in life too.
Yeah.
Having like a partner there. But yeah, so.
Yeah, man, I definitely don't want to take more of your time, because
we can kill it.
Yeah. But Oscar, man, thank you for coming. Everybody that's gonna watch this, subscribe to Oscar. Follow all platforms: Facebook, Instagram.
I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Stateline Buzz.
TikTok?
No.
No. Well, just send me your links and I'll put them in the video.
Okay, sure. Okay. But yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Stateline Buzz, and yeah, huge shout out. Make sure to subscribe to A and Z.
Yeah, and just like that, guys, stay tuned and stay safe.